Okay, we're recording.
Oh, good. So I forgot my wine. So like I think 2 or 3 people that keep saying, all right, so I want to do this. I want to do what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so it consists of this and this and this and this, and ask them all the questions, like, what do you want to get out of it? And like, what part of what you see intrigues you, and on and on. And then they're like, okay, yeah, definitely send me the link. And I send them the link and nothing happens. And it's been like 3 times now that I have messaged these people and been like, all right, so what you doing, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so what I can say about that is I can't even tell you how many times that's happened to me. It happens to all of us as coaches, and it's it would be abnormal if it didn't happen to you. So what I would say is, I mean, it sounds like you're doing all the right things. Like, you should be obviously asking them about their goals and what they'd like to accomplish and things like that. And pretty much, you know, I always try to send out my links when I'm fairly certain that person's going to join, because I don't want to leave anyone hanging, and I don't really like to be left hanging either. So maybe try to, I don't know, talk a little bit more with them before you send it out. Like, wait to have them ask you, like, how do I do this? Like, what do I need to do? Instead of you saying, all right, great, like, I'll send you the link to join, and then kind of like hope that they will. So kind of make them like eager for it, I guess. That'll kind of help you. But honestly, like, people can be really excited to join, and then you send them the link, and then maybe they, you know, second guess it with price or something, and then they don't join at that point. But the good news is that, you know, if you've really gotten to know that person and you form them and developed a relationship with them, the chances of them coming back when they really truly are ready is a lot higher, because you actually took time to, you know, really talk with them. But don't let that deter you, because, you know, you've planted a seed within them, you know, and they do want it. The chances are it's a money objection, and they just don't feel like spending the money, or maybe they really don't have it. Maybe they don't really want to talk to you about why. But I would just give it some time, and I only follow up with people 3 times. So if someone's like, hey, I really want to join, like, what do I do? And then I'll send them the link, and then they don't do it. I'll follow up with them 1 time after that, another time, and then another time. And if they don't say anything, or I can tell that they've seen my message and they don't, you know, respond or whatever, I don't take it personally, but I'm like, all right, it just, you know, they're not ready for it, and that's okay. It's not about when we're ready for them, it's about when they're ready to join us, you know, because it's not about us as coaches as much as, you know, we love to help people and have them join with us and help them to lose weight and things like that. If the person just ultimately isn't ready, then we really just have to give them time. So I would just, you know, wait on it, and I would stop messaging them about Beachbody. You know, maybe just like take interest in some of their posts, you know, and talk about something else, so that, you know, they don't get the impression that you're just talking to them to buy a challenge pack, because that's not how it should be, you know?
No, I know, and I do. And like, I'm friends with her on Snapchat, like we Snapchat back and forth, and it's always like, then she went on vacation, and she's like, I'll get back to you after I get back from vacation. And I'm like, all right, awesome, have a good time, you know, send pictures, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then she got back, and I'm like, so I saw all these pictures, like, how was it? What did you do? And then I didn't even mention it at all. And then the next time that I messaged her, I was like, so, you know, it was after she'd been back for like a week. Mm-hmm. I'm like, have you put any thought into it? Like, right. What were you thinking? And no response. I'm like,
what I would say is, instead of messaging her saying like, hey, like, have you given it any more thought? I mean, chances are that they have, and they've already decided. So I would send messages with a direct invite to a challenge group. Like, you know that our group starts up the first, like, we have the 3 weeks, and then I do the week break, and then we start up that Monday. So when you send out your invites, which, by the way, I've been slacking on a lot, if you send out your invites, make sure to be like, hey, you know, I'm thinking of you because I know how much you really wanted to join us. Maybe it wasn't really the right time for whatever reason. Totally fine. I understand, you know, life gets in the way, but I have a challenge group starting up, you know, whatever day it is. And I really just would love for you to join us. I think, you know, we could really help you get to your goals and kind of reinforce what she's told you, like, because you should have asked her about, you know, what she wants to accomplish and things like that. And kind of go from there. So that's like a direct invite. Like, so she could either be like, you know what, I thought about it. It's just not for me. You know, or maybe she'll say, you know, finances are tight, maybe next month. And then you can follow up with her depending on what she says. But it's never a good idea to just reach out to someone and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, you know, I mean, people are going to be like, like, why are you messaging me? You know? So I would message with a purpose instead of just saying, like, I don't know, just like, oh, how's it going? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, say something specific. And I mean, I know you said you did about her vacation and things, but if she's not really bringing it up, then a direct invite is going to be your best option. So I would give it a little bit, and then in a couple weeks, reach out to her again with the format that I said for our next group, which is starting. The Flab to Fab one is starting. When is that? Because we just started today. Oh my gosh. All right, so 1, 2, 3, week off. So it'll probably start. Oh my God, what is this? So 1, 2, 3, break. I would say the 6th is when that one should start up again. But Alexis and I have been talking about doing a second challenge group, because I found that I have a lot of people who join like midway, and Alexis was telling me her concerns too about, you know, people that join mid-month and then kind of like hang out until the next round starts. So we were thinking it'd be beneficial to have 2 challenge groups, but my only concern with that is kind of making myself even more crazy with not being organized. And like, I really think it is a good idea. I just have to figure out how I can add my challengers and not get confused as to like which person is in which group, and I don't know, things like that, especially when I'm adding new coaches, because the Flab to Fab group has got like 80 people in it. Now, granted, not everyone participates, but I feel like people are developing friendships in there, and it's just like a really great support system, and I don't want anyone to really like miss out on that, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to figure out like how we can make the second group like just as good for everyone, so that nobody misses out on anything, if that makes any sense. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that, if you think it would be beneficial, but I haven't really had anything negative happen with people that join midway, because usually they'll join midway, they have the Beachbody on demand that they can utilize until they get their package. They have the little meal plan in there that kind of explains the containers, even though they don't have them. And then they see what other people are doing in the group, and then they can go ahead and join and, you know, start posting about what they're eating and get started right away. and then just continue on, and they'll just be eligible for the prize at the end. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and it's worked for me so far. But I don't want to confuse myself even more with things, because I'm like, I have so many things on my to-do list and so many things that I want to get set up for you guys. But every time I like go to do it, I get like anxiety, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what if I do this wrong, or what if it doesn't work? Like, and I just drive myself crazy. Like, I started to do Coach Basics just because, like, I liked April's Coach Basics. That's, what I went through. And obviously, it works if you really stick to it. But I do things a little differently. And I find myself having to explain that every time, to a new coach. And I kind of just want my own thing. But I also feel like a whole month of training is a lot for someone to really take in. So I was thinking about doing something more condensed, like maybe like, a week or two long instead of a whole month. And then kind of work with people more individually on that, but I'm not sure. Like, so I just have all these ideas, and I'm like, crap, I don't like, I don't know which one I should do. Also, I want to do, instead of, I mean, I haven't really done getting started right calls too much, but I want to do more of like sending videos to new coaches, kind of explaining things, because like when someone joins, and I know we actually have a new person on here, Kara, or Kara. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't like it when people feel overwhelmed. So I kind of want to give, I know, Alyssa, you were like crazy at first too.
A little bit.
I know. And I was too. Like, I was, but like, I had the luxury, get out of here. I had the luxury to really just put in like my full day into it, and just like really dive in. So I was able to take it in. But I drove myself a little nuts, because I was like, oh my God, like I have to do this perfect. Like I want to be amazing, and I don't want to miss anything. But in reality, that's not how it is. So in the videos, I was thinking like, okay, so I sign on a new coach, even a new customer, so I can make different videos. But let's say I sign on a new coach. Instead of just like putting them in Coach Basics right away and saying like, hey, like, do this, send them like a video of me explaining like the whole concept of a team, because I feel like people don't get that. They're like, at first they're like, I don't really understand, like, okay, you have your team, but then April has her team, and then like this person has their team. Like, I knew it took me a long time to really understand that. And it's such like a minuscule thing that doesn't even really matter, but it takes up a lot of your energy, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just like don't get it. Like, what is this? So I feel like if I did something like that, I can literally just be like, okay, April is my upline, blah, blah, blah. And I can explain what an upline is. I can explain what April's group brings to the table. I can explain like the different ranks and coaching, like on a really easy way, instead of like having the person go to YouTube and like Google all this stuff. And just give the basics of our team specifically, instead of like Beachbody in general, so that they don't go into it like, oh my gosh, like what's going on. So I have that idea. And I really just need to sit down and make videos. I think that's going to be like my next step. I don't know. Do you think that would be like beneficial though? Like explaining our team specifically and like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I think I'll do that. I just really need to like be like, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it like now.
Pretend like you're talking to me, because the videos that are on April's, like in the Coach Basics, and it's all watch this YouTube video, and then the girl's like, here's a chart, this is this, and this is this. All right, have fun, bye. And I'm like,
and you're like,
what?
oh,
that would be me calling Debbie. Okay, what?
yeah. Well, that's why I want to really do my own one, because I feel like I don't know, like I feel like I had those same things and I can kind of explain it a little bit better, you know, because April doesn't really go into too much about her experience with coaching. Like her videos are very much like, okay, make a list and do this, 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 and like, you know, it does. She didn't really go into how she overcame things like in the beginning. And I feel like that is something so important for new people to understand. And I just don't think that she really explained how to do that. So Cara, I know like I just put you in the Coach Basics, so don't like drive yourself crazy. But if you have any questions about anything, like I want you to know that I have been very available to my coaches that, you know, have come to me with questions. Like I literally will drop what I'm doing to help anyone with anything. So if you have a question, if you think it's stupid, it's not stupid. I probably asked the same question 100 times when I first joined. So don't think that you can't message me about anything that, you know, you're having trouble with, because I know it's like your first day and you're like, oh my gosh. But so just know that, okay? I don't know if she's listening or not, but anyway. Okay, what else, Alyssa? I know you said you had a couple things. Should I go
guess
back
it
to
helps to
the-
write stuff down. Oh yeah. So
Well, let me see, because I know you said something on here.
okay. So like Betsy and Lindley signed up as coaches. Katie, you're doing fabulous, so just ignore this part. But they're like, oh yeah, I want to be a coach. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then they're like, all right, so I'm going to post like once or twice throughout the entire challenge. And that's about it, you know. And I don't want to be like forcing them to, hey, put yourself out there. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. But I also don't want them to be like, well, this is pointless. I'm not getting anywhere. And me be like, well, yeah, do something, you know, nicely. But I know them, so I guess not nicely. But I'm like, do something, you know.
She's a coach, Lindley?
Yeah.
That surprises me because she won that challenge. And I sent her that performance sampler.
Mm-hmm.
And did she ever like tell you she tried it or anything?
I keep following up with her. I keep getting, and trust me, I know where she works is rough because I had to leave, but I'm like, I don't know what to tell her. I don't want her to keep making excuses, but you know, I don't know.
Well,
Help.
do you think she's struggling more with following the program specifically, or is it more just like the coaching aspect?
I think that she's afraid to put herself out there.
Yeah. I think that is such a big thing for people. I mean, sometimes it really just comes down to someone's personality. Like I know when when I first started, I literally just laid all my shit out on the table and said, you know, this is how it is. And I'm telling you this because I want to give people hope. So if you're, you know, if you want to judge me and who I used to be, then screw you, because I'm making changes in my life now. And I'm showing people that because I want to help them, you know, not because I'm trying to like start drama on Facebook or whatever. But I would really, I guess, talk to her more about, you okay? Oh. To talk to her more about why she's so afraid. Like, is she afraid of people judging her? Is she afraid that someone is on her personal page that, like, she thinks will look at her differently, maybe doesn't know about some struggles that she's had? Like, really, like, figure out with her why she's so afraid, but also let her know that by sharing, it really, like, is not only good for her business, but it's good for the healing process. Because honestly, like, I know I shared that photo with you guys in our team group about, like, the beautiful then, beautiful now kind of thing that I'm sharing tomorrow. And I could honestly say that even though I've lost 80 pounds with Beachbody, that my internal transformation is better than my physical one. And it's really only because I've been, like, very dedicated to doing personal development, and doing something with my life, because I used to just not do anything, and I was bored and not, like, I just really wasn't contributing to the world in any way. And just by sharing my story on Facebook has been so healing to me, and I know that it's helping other people, because I get messages all the time saying, thank you for sharing that with me. You must have really big balls to put your shit out there, but your story has helped me make changes. Now, whether or not that person joins Beachbody or not, that's fine with me, as long as I can change someone and help someone to realize that they have potential and they can accomplish what I've done and what so many other people have done through Beachbody. Like, it doesn't matter if they come with me or not. It's just satisfaction knowing that you can make a difference for someone. So get back to her why, and why she decided to join initially. And let her know that, it really is going to help other people. And that's our whole goal here, is to help change people's lives, really. I only want people to feel the way that I do today, because I can't stand the fact that there are women out there who literally hate themselves just because of the way they look, and they don't understand that it's not about that. So it just bothers me, and I really just don't want people feeling that way. And that's why I've been so consistent on sharing my story. So again, just, go over with her those things and get deep. Maybe share more of your story with her so that she feels more comfortable opening up. So.
Okay.
And you can always have her message me too, like, if you think that would be helpful.
Okay.
We could do, like, a group chat kind of thing. Oh God, it's so hot in here. I'm, like, sweating my ass off. I am wearing full sweats. That's true. Katie, do you have any questions? Putting you on the spot.
I mean, I'm just kind of taking it all in.
I know. You're doing awesome, by the way. You really are.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
And what?
Right now with my work schedule, I work 6 days a week, at least 8 hours a day. So my work schedule's like kicking my ass right now. But thankfully I have summers off. So I'm like really looking forward to my summer off so I can actually like get more into the coaching part and be, feel like I'm actually helping and doing things that right now I feel like I'm just coasting.
Yeah. And honestly though, like, posting is so huge.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, they say we have the 3 vital behaviors, which is inviting, product of the product, and personal development. Mm-hmm. I honestly believe that posting should be the 4th, if not more important than the other ones, because, like, I don't know, like that's just how people see what you're doing. You know what I mean? There are
Right.
days where, I'm just like, man, I really don't want to do anything today. I don't want to talk to anyone about Beachbody. I don't want to respond to messages. I don't want to invite. I don't want to do any of that. But what I always do, no matter what, is posting. I always
Yes.
will do it 3 times a day. And I'm not only Beachbody 3 times a day. I'm saying, like, in the morning I'll post, something inspirational. And
Mhm.
then midday I'll post about, like, my workout or whatever, or a transformation picture or something, Beachbody related, whether it be about coaching or whatever. And then at night, like, I'll post about something with my family,
Yeah.
But as long as you're creating that interaction, that it's just, like, so important. So if you're not doing anything else, like, keep up with your posting, because that's how people are going to see what you're doing. And if you build that up for a while, eventually you're going to have people coming to you, so you don't have to, like, work as hard in the end. Because I remember in the beginning for me, like, I literally had to work my ass off to get 5 Success Club points every month. And I was able to do it my first 3 months. But I'm telling you, it was not easy. I put a lot of work into it. But now, because I built up that momentum and I've been consistently sharing, and I've talked to so many people who have reached out to me, it doesn't take as much work to get those Success Club points.
Right.
Like, I hit Success Club 10 last month, and it was like the first week, I swear. And I was like, what did I even do? I was like, I don't really know what I did, like, to get it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, I had people coming back and saying, I really just, I want to do this. Like, let's do it, because they weren't ready before and now they are. And that's great. But that wouldn't happen to me if I wasn't posting.
Right. And I've had a few people at where I work say things to me. My football coach called me the workout queen the other day. And just random people have been saying things about me, to me about it. So I know people are kind of responding, and a couple secretaries in the office have asked me about it. And I talk to them a little bit, and they're both kind of in on the fence kind of a situation. So I just kind of, like, at this point, I feel like if I just keep showing that I'm making progress, that'll be a little bit more of a kick for them.
Yeah, that's so true. And that's why I say, like, there are some people like April who come into coaching with the attitude, like, okay, I want to quit my job, so I need to make this work financially. And that's great for them. Yeah, and Alyssa, you want to, but you still have to, because you get to put your kid through Penn State for free or at a discount. And that's a big discount. Anyway, and that's totally fine. And April didn't have a lot of weight to, like, lose or anything. There are coaches like that, and that's fine. That wasn't me. So pretty much everyone in my downline wants to really lose weight. They're usually moms. They're people just like me. And when I went into it, I at first was a discount coach. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I just want my discount on Shakeology, and I want to lose weight. So I'm going to do this, and I'll share what I'm doing. I'll go through the training, because I really have nothing better to do with my life. Because, I was so miserable. I was like, I'll just do it. Like, literally, I'm just sitting on my couch all day watching Netflix. Why not do it? And I did it, and I was losing weight. And that was, like, my most vital asset, was my transformation. So I never said, like, oh my gosh, like, I have to, sell this many challenge packs to make this amount of money and blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't care. Honestly, I really did not care. I just cared about, feeling good about myself. And if someone saw what I was doing and they were inspired by me and wanted to join me, I was going to be 100% committed to that person and helping them do exactly what I've done. And I think, like, people can see through you if you're just, like, all about the business and you're all about, wanting to get them to join, and no, like, you really got to focus on yourself, because you got to think about the reason why you joined initially was for you, right? Like, what made you interested in Beachbody at first? Like, you wanted to lose weight, right? Like, so that's going to be your biggest thing, is your transformation, like, your physical one, yes, is what people are going to see. So it's, like, really important. But also the internal one, you'll see yourself grow in the process, and that's going to be huge. Are you seriously drinking wine on the treadmill? You're freaking crazy.
Don't be jealous.
Oh my God, I love you guys. But yeah, Katie, focus on that.
Yeah.
When people see you continuing, when they think you're really going to give up, because let's be honest, when you see someone around you, as people, we're kind of, like, already going to be negative. Like, that's just the society we live in. And we're automatically, like, tuned to negativity, which is why, by the way, personal development is so important. But we automatically think, like, oh, they're just going to, this is just like a phase. They're going to do this for a couple months and then they're going to give up.
Right.
That's just how people think. So once you get past that and you're like, no, like, I'm in this for the long run, people are going to see that, and then they're going to start to trust you. And honestly, like, coaching has helped me stay accountable. I honestly probably, like, I don't know, if I really couldn't say, but if I was on some regular count your calories program by myself or whatever, I would have given up already, because it's like, I don't have anyone who, like, I don't have anyone watching me. I don't have anyone to hold me accountable. Like, I don't have any of that. Coaching has helped me to achieve my personal goals too. Like, it's, it's not just for everyone else. That's why it's just so amazing, and I love it. I can never give up. And there are times when I'm like, damn, like, this is a lot, or, I'm like, crap, like, and I feel shitty about myself, because last month, well, not April, but wait, what month was it that I did really bad? Was it March? It was March. I did really bad for myself. Not saying that someone else that gets Success Club 5 is bad, because that's freaking amazing. I'm just saying, for myself, that's not what I was used to. So I was like, holy crap, like, this sucks. Like, I'm the diamond coach. I'm leading all these people on my team. Like, I can't, like, do worse than what's expected of me, And I kind of made it, like, I don't know, it just really got to me, and I just felt so shitty, and I was like, wow, I need to just be done, because I can't lead a team if, I'm not hitting my personal goals. Like, and I don't know, like, just, it really hurt me that month, and it really sucked, like, personally. But I was like, you know what? I have to think about why I started. And when I started, I didn't give a shit if I sold anything. And, I realized that my value as a coach isn't based on Success Club. Yes, it's good to hit goals, because it's showing that what we're doing is actually helping people. But it's okay if you're just helping yourself too. Like, you know, it's okay that I was still, you know, helping myself that month and not, you know, and I wasn't able to help as many people as I would have liked, because that's still progress, you know. But oh, I don't know where I was going with that. I always like ramble. That's just one of my things. I always lead off on tangents. I'm like my dad. My dad does that so much, and I'm like, oh, really? What were we talking about?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Conversation usually takes a sharp left turn.
Right? That's so funny. All right. Well, what else we got? Any more questions?
Mm.
When do you plan on having the videos done?
Oh my gosh. Give me a
Tomorrow?
deadline so I can stick to it. No, because like I seriously put it off like forever. And I really could have gotten it done last month, but I didn't. And I feel so bad. All right. So I'm gonna like go crazy and commit to you guys that it will be done by next weekend. Okay. If like and that's the thing. Like when I commit verbally, like I just kind of have to do it, right? So
So I'll do it by next week. Are you done? Are you done?
I'm gonna get the video. Okay, so I'm gonna do one for like, all right, you're a new challenger. Watch this video, like, and it'll be for me explaining our group, you know, whatever, and just do that. And then I'm gonna do another video for a discount coach. Okay, so hey, you just joined us as a discount coach. I'll explain that in a little bit more detail. I'll explain about our group also, and they'll get that video. And then I'll do one for a working coach. Hey, you signed up as a working coach. And we should put this in the welcome email, which, like, I have one, but I should, like, make it better. And put that in there from me saying, okay, you're an active coach. Here's a little, like, you know, explain a little bit about all the groups that we use personally to make that less crazy. So I'm going to say by this weekend, I'm going to get them done. Because I can't keep pushing this shit off. Like, I can't. It's not fair to you guys. So I'm going to do it, okay?
Yay.
I just think it would be so better. And there's no reason for me not to do them. I just, like, sometimes I get lazy. I can't lie, you know? Sometimes I just get lazy. And I'm like, man, I've been doing Beachbody stuff all day. I just, like, don't want to right now. But I need to get that out of my head and be like, girl, you have freaking time. Like, go in your bedroom and make a damn video. Like, my kids go to sleep at 8:30. Like, I can make the videos.
That's true.
My husband just said, I keep telling you we have to make videos in the bedroom.
I was gonna say something. I totally didn't.
I'm like, oh my God.
Little Beachbody video, please.
TMI. Wait, what is this? Did you, Kara? I can't hear you. It said someone raised their hand in here. I don't know what that means.
How do you raise your hand?
I don't know. I've never seen it. It just popped up on my screen. But I can't hear her.
Participant?
Kara, if you can hear me and you have a question, you can unmute your phone.
I found it.
You found it?
Click on participants. Bottom left says raise hand.
Huh?
Did you click on the...
I've had Zoom forever and I still can't freaking figure this shit out.
At the bottom where you have your list of invite participants, share screen, chat, click participants.
Mine doesn't. Mine just says manage participants.
Let me just say it's hilarious because all I see is this.
Okay, so it says invite, manage participants.
How much longer have you had? How many containers have you had?
This is only my second glass, but it's a pretty big one.
Yeah, I have the option to raise hand. I don't know.
All right, maybe I can't because I'm like the leader of the Zoom. So
Go into chat. If she can't talk, just have her go into the chat and type it out.
Oh my gosh, I like can't type right now. Anyway, okay. Alexis, do you have anything? Nothing? Congratulations, though, seriously. Can we all just tell Alexis how freaking awesome she is? She had 10 Success Club points last month.
Go, girl.
That means she's getting free paid leads all of this month. Yeah.
I was this close. Not last month, the month before. Last month I was like,
What was that one Success Club point?
I hit S Club not.
No. Like
I'm
this.
trying to think. I got one. I think, did they buy Shaco?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that had to have been it.
Sometimes, like, I'll get surprised with Success Club points, and I'm like, huh? Like, how did I get that point? Like, it was so random. But usually it's, like, a customer or someone that ordered Shakeology that I just, like, wasn't really supposed to get a Success Club point from because they were already a customer. But sometimes the system will screw up and give me an extra point, and I'm like, hell yeah!
I want that to happen to me.
Right? Oh, Kara's asking. Okay, so everyone, Kara is new. She just signed up with me today, so this is probably very overwhelming for her. But Kara, Success Club points. Okay, that's fine. Success Club is just how do you explain it?
Basically, depending on the things that you sell is going to give you a certain amount of points. Like I just said, for the Shakeology, I only got 1 point for the Shako, but for every challenge pack that I sell, like the 21-day fix or the 22-minute hardcore, you'll get 2 for that. I think 2 is the highest. It's only 1 or 2.
Yeah, you get 2. 2 is the highest. So let me break it down as simply as I can. So for each person that purchases a challenge pack through you, so for example, you purchased a challenge pack from me tonight, that gave me 2 Success Club points. If someone purchases a bag of Shakeology without a challenge pack, which by the way doesn't ever really make sense if they're first joining, but we'll go over that, you get 1 Success Club points. Now, if you hit 5 Success Club points each month, you will get free leads from the company if you have your Beachbody on demand activated. So what a free lead is, basically someone who goes through the Beachbody website, you know, saying like, hey, I want a free month of Beachbody on demand. They will automatically assign that person to you so that you can then reach out to them and be like, hey, you know, I'm your free Beachbody coach. I'd love to, you know, talk to you a little bit more about your goals, blah, 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 blah. And then go from there in terms of trying to talk to them and maybe set them up with an actual challenge pack that will give you Success Club points. If you hit 10 Success Club points that month, the following month, the company will give you free paid leads, which means that, let's say someone goes through the Beachbody website not knowing that there are actually coaches and actually purchase, say, you know, a bag of Shakeology or a challenge pack by themselves, the company will actually give you the commission for that person. And they usually give you about 1 or 2 of those per week if you hit 10 Success Club points. Now, hitting 10 Success Club is not easy, especially if you're a new coach. And hitting Success Club, you know, in general as a new coach it's not easy. It's definitely something that it's a learning process. Like, you have to really, you know, give your commitment if you want to hit it your first couple months. But if you hit Success Club 5 your first 3 months in a row, you actually get a free ticket to come to the Beachbody National Convention Summit, which we're going to. I'm so excited. It's going to be from our team, me, Alexis, Alyssa, and Sina Strong, who she's not on the call tonight, but it'll be my first year going, and I am just so excited to meet these girls, and I'm really proud of you, Alyssa and Alexis, and everyone who really, I mean, if you're going to Summit, that means you're committed. Like, you're in it, you know, you want to learn more about the business, you want to get motivated, and I'm just so excited to go and meet you guys. But so yeah, I actually was able to get my free ticket. I hit Success Club my first 3 months because, as I told you, I really just, I was like, I really have nothing else to do with myself, so I'm going to give my commitment, not even really knowing what the hell I was doing. And I made it work. So if you have that gung-ho attitude, you definitely can do it too, and, you know, I'll help you get there. So that's like the basics of Success Club, but it's really like, I mean, it's not, I don't know, it shouldn't be like your main, I mean, yeah, you should want to hit Success Club, but it shouldn't be your main, like, topic of consideration. Like, definitely get involved in the Coach Basics that we have now and ask me like a bazillion questions. Because I think talking with me as your upline coach is really going to be beneficial to you, even more so sometimes than Coach Basics, because you're going to have specific questions that aren't in there, and I'm going to be able to help you with that. Okay. I know I can't hear you, but hopefully you could hear me. Okay, Alexis left. Bye, Alexis. Kara, do you have any other questions you want me to, I mean, I know you probably have 1,000, but like, is there anything else you want me to go over tonight with you before we call it a day? I don't know if she can hear me.
No, I don't think so.
Was that you? Okay. I'm sorry. All right. What about you, Katie?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, next week, like I said, I'm gonna try to put together like a certain topic. Is there anything specific you would like me to go over? Like anything, like a topic that you think would be beneficial for you? Alyssa, what?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I keep getting kicked out. Ah! All right.
So I was just asking, next week I'm going to do an actual topic. So is there something specific that you would like me to actually spend some time on, like, going over?
Okay. So how about, is there a way to like save screenshots like onto your phone or onto something so that you can share it? Basically lay it out how you have your invites. Like you're going to message somebody and say, okay, so this is where I got my links from. This is how I saved my links. This is my link for this, this, and this. Like if somebody says, I want to do the 21-day fix. Okay. How do I access the link to send it to somebody?
Confused.
Like like in coaching codes, you can go in and you can do like, all right, I'm going to update all of these and then I'm going to find the 21-day fix link to send to somebody.
Okay.
Like how you have yours organized. I'm going nuts. I've got links coming out my freaking ears right now.
You're so funny because honestly, I only like my phone has maybe 3 to 4 links that I send out because
Okay.
I really just, I mean, people see my transformation and they just like really want to do what I'm doing. And I always recommend 21 Day Fix unless there's a reason for me not to. So I have that one and I have like just Shakeology link and I have the coach sign up link. If I'm talking to someone and they're like, okay, like I can't do 21 Day Fix because blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. I really never have anyone say that. But if there's someone who I think would be a better fit with, say, Pio or something, I'll then go to coaching codes and get that code. But, like, I don't store everything in my phone because I would go crazy like you are. So, yeah, I don't know. And what do you use Notepad? Like in your phone? You don't have iPhone, do you?
No.
Okay.
Well,
I have an iPhone, so.
I have a memo.
Okay, so that's like the same thing. That's how I do it. I just like, oh my God, if I showed you mine right now.
Just like chills in the background while you're doing your thing. Hi, Brandon.
All right, so this is my Notepad. Do you see this craziness?
Yeah.
That's like, but then I have, okay, like my hashtags.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Okay.
I have those.
And then I have, okay, Beachbody customer service info. And then I have that, like, in case someone asks me for, like, their number or whatever.
Okay.
Katie,
take notes.
You know, I could put this all, like, in a document and in our group.
That'd be super.
Yeah, and then what I have here is, okay, like, I mean, this is, like, you probably won't understand, but it says what I do, like, blah, blah, blah. So this is what I'll send out if someone's like, hey, like, you know, what is your challenge about? You know, and if I can't, like, sometimes I don't want to type out the whole thing, like, to 10 people in that day. So I'll send out the script and I'll kind of just, like, make it different according to the person. But here I say, so you'd be following the same program as me, which has contributed to my 80-pound weight loss. It's a program based on clean eating as much as we can in this world, haha, and portion control. I replace my breakfast with a highly nutrient-dense shake and do 30-minute in-home workouts. I'd also include you in my online accountability group with some woman doing the exact same thing as you. In there, we share recipes and help each other through our struggles and accomplishments. I also give out prizes for participation. Does this sound like something you would like to be a part of? So, like, when someone says, like, okay, like, you know, I'm kind of interested, like, what really do you do, right? Because people ask that all the time. So, boop, I go to my phone, copy, paste, change a couple things according to that person, you know, to explain it better to them, and then send. If they say, yeah, that sounds awesome, I totally would love to do that, then I would say, okay, great. Would you like me to give you the breakdown of everything you would receive with pricing? Yeah, that sounds great. I'm like, okay, boop, I go to my phone. This is the program includes all of this. I'll wait a couple minutes, send that, done. So it says, okay, the program includes all the following, and I'll list out everything that it comes with. And then, I say, okay, the price for all of that is $160. Like, yippee. Sound reasonable, right? So I end it with a question, and they could be like, nah, man, that's freaking expensive. But usually when you send a list that comes with all of that, and then you're like, all of this is $160, people are like, damn, like, yeah, I need to get in on that, and that's totally worth it, because we all know it is. But it's showing people exactly what they're getting for their money, and people want to see that. But I'll share it to our group. So you don't have
Okay, good. 'Cause it's really hard to like, what?
So I have little scripts that I use with certain conversations, because there are days where I talk to like 10 people and I'm like, oh my God, like I can't list out everything to each person. So to make it easy on yourself, you can use scripts, but make sure, like I said, to, cater to that person, if there's something that you can include in there to make them know that obviously you're not like using scripts on them, because people will see right through that if you're just like sending scripts like out of nowhere, So also what I do a lot of the time in my notes section is I'll see a really awesome post that another coach has made on our team, like maybe another diamond coach in April's team, and I'll copy and paste their post to my notepad, so that if I'm like, damn, like, what should I post about? I'll be like, oh yeah, they posted this really awesome post. I'm going to tweak it and make it my own and post it to my own wall. Make it personal to me. So I save a lot of that in my phone. So I'm literally never running out of things to post about. Also, when I see someone's, like, maybe I'll see like a funny like quote or whatever, like a funny meme or whatever, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm stealing this. And then I'll make a post about it, so it's like there's nothing ever to run out about posting with. So I don't want to hear, oh, I have nothing to post about. Trust me, I've been doing this for almost a year and I've never run out of shit to say. So you'll be fine.
Sure.
Okay, so I will make like a Word document with all of that in there for you guys. And then I'll share that to our team group, and then you can download the Word document and then just change it a little bit to your liking or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? But well, that was supposed to be for next week, you said. So what was as I let you know everything this week.
Okay, new topic for next week.
Yeah. Why don't you think about it? I'll let everyone kind of think about it, and then let me know like a day or two in advance, and then I can prepare something.
Okay, I'll think of something.
I have a lot of homework to do this week for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Boom.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I love you all so much, and I am so happy to see you guys every week. So make sure to join next week, okay?
Got
Oh, and
it.
also, wait, before I let you go, I do suggest joining April's calls, too. She has her team calls 7 o'clock Thursday nights. I am no longer joining Danny's team calls.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Danielle.
Oh my God. Am I missing something? Was that the Illuminate team call?
No. I don't do those.
Okay.
The only team call I join now is Run Pink, which she's changing her name, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that because she's like, oh, my last name's not Pinkney anymore, and I hate running. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. So anyway, I join her calls because she really like does a good job with her team calls, and I always get something out of it. So join hers. I don't join Danielle's anymore, like I said, which is Fight for Fit. I don't even bother adding coaches to that group anymore because April does it and I share the same things. So there's no point in overloading people with all these different groups when I don't even know if Danny's a diamond coach anymore, to be honest with you. So there's really no point in adding anyone like to her group. So so join Beautifully Made team calls, 7 o'clock, if you can. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.